The thing is, the bliss bubble it's a kind of bubble of information. You have to tell the bubble what is inside. So here's my information. When I was 5 years old and I had this operation, and it's not all right for me still. Okay, you put this problem inside the bliss bubble, you create the bliss bubble around, and then you leave it. You just send it off because it's pure transformation. It's really in everything I do.
Yes. You mentioned about the bliss bubble. It is something,
yes.
something launched like 1 month ago.
Yes, I'm very proud of it.
Yes. Yeah, I watched your video. It's very interesting. It is something really like an immersion to this. You don't teach the contact technique itself, but it is very related to that. And it is a tool you can count on to a lot of things in our life. And most importantly, it is a very good introduction to be connected with ourselves. And when we're connected with ourselves, I like to mention Eckhart Tolle, who, by the way, has a very similar last name as you.
Yes.
It's Tolle. It's a very remarkable, another German person I like very much. He says, when you are connected with ourselves, with our body, you are connected with another dimension of existence. All his speeches about that is incredible, his creativity and inspiration, divine inspiration, to convey this message in a very creative manner, very clear and simple. And this is what we do in Quantum Touch. Exactly this. And I was thinking when I was learning about Eckhart Tolle, like 10 years ago, learning his books, and I was asking myself, how can I do to be connected with myself? How can I do? I was interviewing Robert Marty from France, liaison from France, last weekend, and he was talking about his lifestyle, how he lives. And we see, talking about Henry, I interviewed recently also, and you, we see that it is part of our life to be connected. So the puzzle I had, how to put these things, Eckhart says, in my life, it is the way practitioners, especially in structures, contact structures, they put this in their life. It is natural. It is a second nature, as Richard Gordon says. And this bliss bubble is, in my opinion, a very nice tool about this, a very nice introduction. And I'd like to know more about that now.
It first came up, I think, about 20 years ago, when Alan Harriet was still chief instructor. And there was a newsletter, Quantum Touch newsletter. And one of the students, fresh students from level 1, was writing a very nice experience. He said when he was working, of course, the energy between his hands, and then he could see that there was forming a bubble. And at the same time, when he was so much going into this quantum touch mode, he felt it's like a bliss bubble, and I can send it. And he was, I think, thinking about one of his animals, and he was just sending it to this animal. He didn't know where this animal is now at that point, and he was reporting it worked very well. And I saw this word bliss bubble, and I was very impressed. And I said, yes. Yeah. So, how does it work? What can it do? It's very easy to form this quantum touch bliss bubble, and you form it so you do the quantum touch mode, so breathing technique, whatever you want. Most of the times more the calmer breathing techniques, and you go into your heart, the heart field. It's like you're opening up your heart field, and then you with intention, you form this bliss bubble. So now, what does it mean to have bliss? The easiest explanation will be it's like a prayer. So often we are sending just wonderful thoughts or intentions to people. You see something on the road and it's terrible, and you think, oh, I hope everything is going fine for this person. It's something like this. So first of all, I taught now different ways of using the bliss bubble technique. The first stage, as I set it, is you form the bliss bubble in a very easy way, and then you use it for your own life. So you use it for your physical problems, or maybe there are organs which are not powerful enough or whatever. And then the next stage is you use it in a bit larger way, still for yourself. So now, like in week 2 now, we were taking the bliss bubble for our past and then for our future. So because when you're doing energy work, and also according to the time quality, many things which were just hidden, maybe for many, many years, want to come up, only to be healed, to transform, to be left alone and be free, really. So you take this problem. The thing is, the bliss bubble it's a kind of bubble of information. You have to tell the bubble what is inside. So here's my information. When I was 5 years old and I had this operation, and it's not all right for me still. Okay, you put this problem inside the bliss bubble, you create the bliss bubble around, and then you leave it. You just send it off, because it's pure transformation. And then the next week was, we are now configuring bliss bubbles for special qualities. One was equanimity. So when you form for yourself a bliss bubble for equanimity, you can form, of course, lots of bubbles, and you can form a huge bliss bubble, and you are inside of equanimity. And then you play with this. So now in week 4, we have a bliss bubble for clarity. So clarity means it's a bit, it's a cooler energy, and clarity is wisdom, is truth. It's beyond our ego. It's beyond our personality. Clarity is clarity. Yep. And this truth in this vibration is always true. It's not dependent on personality or how you perceive it. So we are playing this week now with the clarity, and many are reporting that things are resolving. Mm-hmm. It's not always nice, but it's clear. Okay, I have to make a decision now. I have to leave this project now, things like that. But it's easy for ourselves to have clarity always with us if we want. But then we must let it really free. What's the outcome? We will see. If you want clarity, okay, wonderful.
And you, the plan is to do this like an ongoing basis, or it is something you're going to start for 2 months and stop and start again? How does that work?
I don't know yet. So it depends how people are reacting, what is really preferred, what they want, what they need. Maybe it's only for some weeks because they already know how to do it and they can do it on themselves.
You just proved how your lifestyle is. I don't know that yet. Why you need to know everything in advance? Why you need to have a project with start, middle, and end? You don't know. We are open, and this is beautiful. The life is like this. We just need to be aligned with that. I love it.
Yes, absolutely. And the intention is that as many people as possible know how to do it, and then they play with it with themselves. They don't need me at all.
And where can people reach out to you to be part of this project?
they can just send me an email to my bianca@quantumtouch.com.
Okay.
Right. That's all. And then everything is recorded. So I recorded the 1 hour session where we talked about the Bliss bubble and how to form it and things like that, create it. And then each week I send out a newsletter and I tell the subject, and then I create an extra audio. So they can just lean back and listen to it, and they know then how to do it.
Yeah, and this is in English, right?
This is in English,
So this
right?
means, although the fact you are the German liaison, you are doing a global project. Everyone can be part of it. And the person doesn't need to be necessarily part of Quantum Touch.
No.
Okay, so this is open for everyone to have a real taste of Quantum Touch.
Right.
How the technique can benefit us, right? Yeah, and what about your workshops? Where can I find and see your workshop?
Yeah, it's on my homepage. So I teach in also, of course, in the calendar of Quantum Touch, official Quantum Touch. So every month I'm teaching the energy boost and level 1 and level 2 and supercharging. So it's easy to find a date. It's of course through Zoom, so people don't have to come to my place.
Okay, again, it is in English and also in German. You teach in German, but you have a place in Germany to teach?
Yes. I have my own practice, so it depends on COVID situation what I can do. I have a teaching place extra. This is near Munich, but well, Zoom is just wonderful. It's you know, it's not like, okay, only Zoom, not at all. When we are doing it like online, we have different possibilities, and they are amazing.
Yes.
And people from the very, very first moment when we start to do the practice work, they do distant healing. It's wonderful, and it works, and they can see it on screen because they see each other and see their backs or whatever they want to, aligning the hips and things like that. They can see it one-to-one. It works. And I'm in just a different country, and wherever, and it works. It doesn't matter where the people are, not at all.
Yeah, so regarding your schedule, the coming workshops, I'll put a link in the description of the video for whoever, whenever the person watches video within 1, 2, 3 years, you know, that'll be there in the description for everyone. And just a final question about Bliss Bubble. How many people do you have there now?
46 in 13 countries.
30 or 13?
13 countries, 46 people.
That's really nice.
Yes.
So this is really good. So again, we reinforce here the invitation for whoever, if you're not a therapist, if you don't work with energy healing, doesn't matter the background, doesn't matter if you are associated with Quantum Touch practitioner or not, everyone is welcome. This is part of our Quantum Touch lifestyle and philosophy. Everyone is always welcome, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So,
and also they don't have to be like right now in it, because it's all recorded, so I can send it week by week. I can send it out, and they can enter whatever they want. They can start with it.
Yes, and Bianca, do you have any final words for our audience that comes from your heart and inspiration now?
Quantum Touch is a very, very beautiful skill and answer to the time quality we are in now. Blissful tool to have something inside of you, no other whatever things you have to be stable and to stabilize yourself again, to answer with power, with life force, to answer with a high vibration. I think that's very, very important in this time now.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes, it is. And thank you very much for your words, for your experience. And for sure, I want to have you here again because you have, I'm wondering, 18 years of experiences. You have a lot of stories, a lot of things to share with us. And thank you again for your time. And I hope Looking forward to having you again with us here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Gustavo, for all of your work. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure, Bianca.
Bye.